Hey guys, welcome back to another video with the one and only Jess. And I know you guys haven't seen me in like 2 weeks. I haven't posted in 2 weeks since I posted that Amazon haul. If y'all haven't seen that, go check that out. But yeah, life has just been lifing, and that is why I'm here to talk to you guys today. As you can see by the title, we are doing a life update about mental health, about my love life, about what's going on in this world. All of us are just going through something, and it's always at the same time, all of us go through something. Crash out. So if you all are interested in my little rant sesh and just, any like relatable convo that I'm gonna have, please stay tuned. And do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications and hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so as you can see, I'm sitting on the floor because I just thought that this is just a regular, comfortable conversation and it's going to be relatable. And I just never want to dress up or do too much. It's just a casual rant sesh, a free-flowing rant sesh. So even though I'll be rambling, I still always have the handy dandy notebook just to remind me of like the points that I want to talk about. Right, so my brain no spiral because I tend to do that. But yeah, so what I want to talk to you guys about is like a mental health update. No, I don't have mental health issues. I don't have like chronic depression, anxiety, I don't really suffer with those. However, come dash. Life, I kick my ass. life is just, life just owned by my uncle, and it I go, what? Like, you get what I say? And I'm just like, stressed. And I know all of us are going through something, whether it's now, whether it's like later, whether it was before. Like all of us, I realize we just go through things and everybody go through things at the same time. So with my little mental health update, I have been crashing out a lot. And I realized that we young people, we always come up with terms, and our new term is crash out, right? No, we know so we never speak them something over ourselves, but honest to God, we just love crash out. I think it's a good word that describes what we young people go through on a day-to-day basis. Whether the crash out is due to our jobs, whether it is due to like our relationships, if you have kids, family, friends, everything is caused for crash out. And with me, honestly, like if I'm being very vulnerable and honest, I am a very emotional person and I'm also very sensitive. So when certain things get said and it gets said like the wrong way, when we never really expect to hear it come out, like like it scratches my brain and I will cry. And I'm just like, honestly, God, I am not your strongest soldier. I don't know why you met me with so much tears. Because me can ball for Olympics, Me can ball for Jamaica. Me can ball for the planet. If the planet were having a competition, I would be selected first to enter that competition because I can ball. And sometimes it gets so frustrating being a crier, but it is also healing because that is an escape method, if you get what I say. So like when you can't talk to people, when you cannot vent, or you don't want to write in your journal or whatever, the easiest thing to do is just like feel that emotion and just like let it out and cry. And that is one thing that I am self-aware of with myself, is feeling my emotions. Like when I feel something and try for all it in, that does not work with Jason. Like if I feel sad, it's like the feeling is welling up in my chest and I have no other option more than to let it out. Like me can't hold it in for like a certain amount of time. After a while it starts to play in my head and I need to let it out and I just have to cry. And it has happened to me before where I'm like at work and I've cried at work in my little office before I call in the next patient. I'm like, up and wipe my eyes, but I always wear glasses so nobody sees like my puffy eyes, which is so sad. So sad. But nobody not gonna see it. So it's not like them not gonna ask me what's going on. Them not gonna see the red eyes. Them not gonna say anything. But yeah, I've cried at work before. I've cried at home. And I also think overthinking is what a lot of us struggle with. Not everybody has that, but it is a common factor in a lot of us where you just can't stop think. It's like a cycle. It's like somebody says something, you rub it the wrong way, you didn't say it in front of them, but when you reach home, you think. And I said, but why did you say that? Why do you say it like that? What will you do? Make them say that? Did I do something? Did I this? Do they still love me? And you go down this spiral in the back of your cerebrum. I try to figure out what's going on, who did it and why. And I'm like, I know that has to do with like some psychological stuff, but it is so annoying being an overthinker. I know I'm yapping right now, but everything I gonna make sense. So that's what connect for. But I'm like, I'm such an overthinker. It gets sad sometimes because I will go into my brain and think the worst and feel the worst, and then that makes me get sad. So even if I'm in an okay mood, the minute I start think about something when my boyfriend say would just piss me off from February, from January, from June last year. I mean say him never did a think when him said that, and him never me know we sit on and that just pops up in my brain. I make get upset just out and out, like me get irritated because I say, to the boy. And then it's like you do not want to bring it back up because it been so long gone. But if you do, as an overthinker, if you don't bring it back up, it eats at your frontal lobe. It eats at your frontal lobe so hard, you have to bring it back up. And then when you bring it back up, it starts an argument. But I never really want argument, you want to start. It's just that you need clarity, because if not, your brain will sit there and just think and think and think. And I don't know how to stop overthinking. I don't know if I need to do like therapy. I do not know if I need to do like meditation or whatever. Like, I honestly don't know. I don't know. I mean, meditation can work for me because I'm going to be sitting there thinking. And what I do also realize is that sometimes when I'm sleeping, I'm still thinking. It takes me a long time to fall asleep. I'm not sure if any of you guys can relate to that. It takes me a good little while to really get in my zen and to enter a different dimension and go sleep. Like me, I think about conversations from earlier. I'm just making up scenarios. I'm doing this. And I'm just like, oh, all of this is so draining. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys can relate. It gets so draining mentally. All you want to do is sleep. And even when you do sleep, as me just said a while ago, like when I sleep, my brain sometimes still thinks before it actually mellows out and I knock out and go sleep. And I'm just like, maybe I need therapy. Not because I have trauma and stuff, cause no, but I think just therapy as in to clear the mental state. Because we're just, as young people, we should not be going through stuff like this. We feel happy up with self, live with life, enjoy life as it comes, because we only have one. And then we sit on there so ball and a stress and depressed and overthink, and life is kicking us left, right, center, and we're becoming an adult and we're trying to navigate adulthood. Imagine people have like kids, and it's like it's too much. It's too much. And I feel like that's what causes my crash outs. And as I said, I'm a very emotional person, so I do have like emotional days. And I'm just like, I'm really tired of being sad. Like that's literally what I've been dealing with recently, is like crying often, being sad often, not having clarity on certain situations, and I'll get to that in my next point. And it's like just the overthinking everything all together, and it makes my brain so confused. And I do function normal when I go to work, like I have normal days, but in the back of my mind, I'm really not okay. And it's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. And honestly, recently I started a new hobby, which is like the adult coloring stuff. So I ordered like a coloring book off of Amazon, and I ordered like the colored markers because I feel like that is very relaxing, and it would take your mind off of what your current situation might be or what you're dealing with. Because all you don't want to do is color like a little pitney. You just have your marker, you can play music, and you're just filling in the lines, creating your colors, picking your color, what you want to do. And I feel like because your mind is so centered on trying to get this picture to look picture perfect and organize your colors, use the right colors to put together what you want to put together, your mind is not going to focus on what's going on in your life at that moment. So at least it kind of release some kind of like stress or overthinking. So I started that. I started reading another book because I was reading a series, and I finally got to like the fifth book of the series because it's a 6-book series. And I also started reading another book that's called it's called like You Are a Badass, something, that yellow book. Yeah. So I'm just trying to like do stuff that are self-development worthy, that will kind of get my brain to be active, but not in the way of overthinking and stressing, but in the way of like finding new ways to help myself not fall into like that loophole ever so often. And yeah, that's pretty much what the mental health thing is. Like the crying, it's the crash out, it's the emotional days, it's the being confused. And these crash outs and stuff can not only be like just the everyday stuff. Sometimes you crash out because life is just not lifing, and things aren't working out how you want to. Sometimes we feel stuck as young people, or just people in general, like we just feel like where we want to be in life, that's not where we are. And sometimes the crash outs can be based on like your love life, your relationship. Because men, oh my god, why they make God me for collect, sweep all of them up and carry them back to the factory? Remake, remake, remake. Because hello, men will make you lose your mind. honest, truth to truth. And I think you shouldn't even have crash outs over men, but like if we're really speaking, like just as human beings, when you're in relationships and you have challenges, and it's you and your boyfriend, or as a boyfriend you and your girlfriend, and you guys, it's just so much. It's like you're trying to keep this relationship sane, and you're trying to keep it equally yoked, and you're trying to make sure the person is not cheating, and you're trying to make sure everything's good in the relationship, and you have to balance your relationship plus other factors of your life, and it becomes so much, and that's the point that I'm now going to get into. My love life, is it still here? Yes, it is. My love life is still existing. We're about to hit our little 1 year anniversary. And that's cute. However, come a dash dash. Well, it's there are challenges, and I feel like that sometimes causes my crash outs. Not crash out as in scream, cry, tear down my room, but my crash outs are really just frustration and crying. And the thing is, I'm a person that gets easily irritated. Very, very easily. I don't like stupidness. I don't like foolishness. I don't like idioticness. And when I see people do some simple things, we're just like, brother, it's like it just chip my brain, and I don't like. Me just not like see when people do dumb stuff or say dumb stuff. And to me, you're mature and so am I. So I feel like I expect, and that is I don't think that's my issue, but that's my issue. When we have expectations of people, it's like when them do some dumb foolishness and it does not meet the expectation, it's like you're disappointed. But then again, you have to have expectations of persons, because if I am in a relationship with you and I have an expectation as a man, I expect it to be this and that, and they are coming with me with some clownery. You don't? I don't. Like, be a grown up, be mature. You get what I'm saying? So with me, my relationship is good, but and I'm gonna be honest, I just feel like men are so stressing. Like I know us women are stressing to them as well, vice versa, whatever. Cause them would have said the same thing. But men, I'm just like, and one thing with me in relationships, it's like when I do not get like clarity, that's where the overthinking comes in. You wanna get what me and say everything connect? So it's like a man we say something and or he answers. Okay, what I realize is that if I'm asking you something and it's a genuine mature conversation and you answer me as if like me I beg you, you know, like you answer me weird, that throws me off, and that will literally mess my whole day up. Why? Because I will literally go to work, come back home, eat, sleep, everything, and it bothers me the whole entire day. And I feel that sometimes if I try to address it, I feel like I know what you're gonna say and it's gonna piss me off even more. You feel what I'm saying? You know, like sometimes you don't want to tell somebody something because, or you don't want to ask them something, or for example, you want to ask your parents to go out, but you don't want to ask them because you already know, so they're gonna say no. That's how it is sometimes in relationships. And I think it just depends on who you're with because, of course, you can talk to your partner, but I feel like depending on who you're with, if them just very antsy, the minute you mention something to them, even you're not trying to start an argument, you're just literally trying to bring something to their attention to see how we can fix it. And them start like, maybe walk away, you know. I will run away. Because we are going to and a lot of the times I feel like men feel like we always want to argue as women, and it's not that we want to argue, it's just that all we need is clarity. We need you to like give reassurance. We need you to say, hey babe, I know this is what it sounds like, or this is what, but this is not what I meant, and I'm apologizing if this is how you feel. Yeah, some apology, something. Take accountability. It's like you tell men what they're doing and them turn it back around and say something else. And I'm just like, alright, me give up. You get me? But I feel like that is also a part of like my emotional stress. And speaking of emotional stress, that has caused me to like lose a little bit of weight. No, you guys are already naturally slim and tall, and I weighed myself the other day on the scale. Why is your girly at 119? When I was living in New York, I was like 135. Then we dropped to like 129, moved out here, living my life, yada yada yada. All of a sudden the girl at 119, and I'm just like, I know why. It's because of the crying, the stress, the emotional like tug of war, the overthinking, everything. And sometimes it causes me to, like, I still eat but not as much. So I think all of that just kind of put like a stress on the body, and then that causes the body to like shed a little weight. And to me, I don't think it's like that noticeable because I'm always small. But when you're here 119 for a 24-year-old, I look like a teenager. And I don't think I'll ever have an adult body unless I have a child. And God, I gotta come before that. So I just feel like I'm always slim. And I'm just like, when I see that on the scale, I'm like, that is another reason for me to crash out. Like, honestly, but I'm not gonna crash out. I'm gonna hold my peace. Yeah. But yeah, that's the love life. It's there and it's going okay. But I just feel like there's a lot of stuff when it comes to relationships. It's just, it really make you crash out for real. Especially if men aren't, like, be a mature man. Like, I'm not raising a child, because the last time I checked, I never push out nobody out of my womb. You get me? I say you have your own mother. I should do that, not me. So we shouldn't have to feel like when we're in a relationship, we're raising somebody. I do understand the fact of like sometimes you have to teach somebody how to treat you, and that's fine because you have to kind of guide them, let them know how they like to be treated, how would you like to be catered to. But I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you everything every step of the way. There should be some stuff that you should start to know and pick up on as you're going in a relationship. And I feel like men sometimes, as I said, them just feel like every time you want to argue when you mention something, I feel like in the moment they understand what you're saying, and then after a while, it just goes through one ear, come through the other, and them gone back to square one. So it feels like sometimes nothing is changing. And then another thing, why man have to have female friends? Somebody explain to me. It's just a thought. It's just a question. And I'm pretty sure men would say the same, like why women have male friends. But I feel like that's another thing on my mind, real quickly. Boundaries in a relationship, because why you talk to your friend, female friend, more than how you talk to your woman, or why she know every detail of your day and whatever. No, because my thing. I feel like when a man talks to, or just when you talk to like the opposite sex friends so often, I think, let me know what you guys think though, I feel like you give them the same privilege as your partner. When you stay up on phone and chat often late at night, when you text and talk every day, blah blah blah, that's what you're supposed to be doing with your partner. I'm not saying don't have friends and or don't have like opposite sex friends, because that's how the world works. Everybody have them friends. And yes, you might be friends with these people before you went into a relationship. However, comma dash dash. I feel like certain things that you did when you were single, you just need to have like an adaptation to it now that you're in a relationship. So even though you might have your female friends, that's cool. You want to talk, when you text, when you hang out, when you do the thing. But it shouldn't be like a every day you and the girl a text down the place. Should know when you wake up, good morning. Always life, always work, always what you do for today. Me not say don't text, But me just feel like there's a limit. Because why you text a woman the same rate as as how you text a girl? Something's a little bit weird in the camp, And a man would say the same thing. Why him girlfriend a text on Tom Dick and Harry phone, or whatever the case may be, or why is she and this guy always hanging out? Everybody's gonna have their speculation. So I feel like to avoid speculation, this is where a person needs to give clarity to their partner and stop making your partner feel like excluded. When you have all of these friends I talk to, because it's gonna start look weird. Because why you and the girl, it's gonna start look weird. It's gonna start looking weird. I just can't understand why man have a female friend, because they know some man a dog, And you see the minute them have a Ray and a Tay, all of a sudden in our head something flip in our head, and we say no, something I go on your store. And we have to investigate. Because you want in a relationship with me, or you want in a relationship with she? We in a relationship with. Why you talk to she 95% of the time? She not have a bedtime, she not have a man, she not have friends. Hello? Next caller. Anyways, the next point that I want to talk about, or just the regular life update, is what is really going on in this world that we're living in. I feel like that is a part of us crashing out a lot, and also this thing of feeling of being stuck, right? Like, I feel like a lot of us young people, where we want to be in life is not where we are currently, and that's kind of fine because we're still young and we still have a lot of time. But I do realize that a lot of persons rush themselves, like even though they know so them young, them still want to like get things done by a certain time. And I mean that is cool, but I think when you do that, you start to overwhelm yourself. And that's where you start to compare and like, oh, Katie of our BMW, she live by herself, she make money, whatever, at the age of 25, 26, and here I am still living with my parents. Me drive one little car, like you can't compare, because why? Comparison is a thief of joy, right? So if you're gonna look on somebody else's life and how them look and whatever, and thinking that that's supposed to happen for you, it's not. And if it does, it's just gonna happen at a different time frame, not the same time as Katie. You get me I say? But I feel like we do feel stuck sometimes, and the way how this world and economy is, like we want to move out, we want to do a bunch of stuff, we want to be on our own, we want to just be adults, and we cannot. Why rent cost so much? What do you expect we to live if their rent is so high? They just don't want to live by themselves, do they? And when you look on it and you live by yourself, you have the rent, you pay light, you pay water, you pay internet, you pay phone bill, gas. If you have a car, you pay for your car note and your car insurance, groceries. If you have pitney, hello? With them type of paycheck here? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm just like, they do not want us to survive. They want us to live with our parents until we're 30. And I'm just like, I feel like that also bothers us a lot, these days. And then that no plays on our mental health. Like, we want to do so much, but we feel like we can't. We feel like we don't have the money to do as much as we want to do. We feel like we don't have the support. We feel like, even the government is so stink. And as you can see, who we have as president in this lovely, lovely country of opportunities, and it's like he's just making everything go downhill for people. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And even like, I want to go to Jamaica this summer for my siblings' graduation, their high school graduation. And I'm a green card holder, obviously. I'm a resident, not a citizen. And I feel like, so the way the president here move, I feel like if I buck my foot at Jamaica, I can't come back up. Honest to honest, truth to truth. I just feel like, say, if I go down and then I come back up on the airport and I go through immigration and I do my like a one to show my ID, the people are going to say, hello, who I? You don't live here. You don't live here. Come back to your town. And you're just like, I don't want to go back. So it's like, I don't know if I want to go to graduation or not, because I don't want to chance it with like the stuff that he's starting to implement. So even that I play upon my brain as well. I'm just like, we are really struggling as a society, and we are really struggling as a generation. Like, this generation has so much capabilities, so much endless possibilities for us. But I feel like the way how society is and life, we just tend to not be where we want to be. And sometimes that makes us get depressed and it makes us feel down. And as I said, that's where we start to compare, like where other people are at and they're the same age as us. We start to feel like, oh damn, I guess the lifestyle is not gonna reach me because look when I'm there, I'm not the money, I'm not the this, and we just a struggle. And I just feel like life is so strugglation in. It's like them want you to work 2, 3, 5 jobs. It's like a rat race. Them just want you to work and do so much and not have time for yourself. And when you work, all the money is just going into bills. You can't even get for travel. You can't even get for save. I'm just like, when you get what I say, I'm pretty sure y'all can get what I'm saying. I'm just like, this is just too much. Like, we just want to do so much in this world, and it feels like we can't, even though we have a lot of time ahead of us. We just want to do stuff now. And I feel like depression and anxiety and panic attacks are top factors that like creep up in our generation. And it is sad to see like young people struggle. We struggle, we cry every day, we sad, we're frustrated. Sometimes you feel like, you don't have anybody to talk to. You never want to talk to your parents about certain things. You don't really mention stuff to your friends. And then we deal with it on our own, in our own ways. And I think that is very detrimental to our mental state. And I really do hope that we can like get help, or we try to like find people that we can talk to, that we can confide in, and kind of let off steam off of our brain. But I think that's really all I have to say. We're just like a little mental health update thing, the crash out situation, love life, men are and then just like all the stuff that's just happening in life currently. I just feel like it's beating us down, but gotta go come true. And right now might not be your time, but best believe your time gonna come. And whether somebody want clap for you or not, it is always still gonna be your time. Because if nobody else claps for you, guess what will clap for you? God, because of him take you out of this situation and he placed you in this situation. So he is going to be your biggest cheerleader. And I do pray and hope that all of us young people really find that, like, somebody that we can talk to, or we try to find somebody that can distract us so that we can not really focus on crashing out and getting depressed and getting sad, because it's very sad to be sad. And I think a lot of us get tired of being sad, get tired of being depressed, anxiety, whatever. We need to just pray and lock in, live our best, maddest life, and with time, I go come. But yeah, that is my little rant sesh of what has been going on in my life and what has been going on in this world. I do plan on, coming up with more content and stuff. Also, the 23rd that just gone on Monday was like my 1 year YouTube anniversary. Make some noise! And even though I could have had more more subscribers, I don't. But you know, slow and steady wins the race. So please make sure you guys stay tuned, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn on the post notification so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for listening to me rant. Let me know what other video ideas y'all want to see, because I have more that I'm trying to plan. And yeah, I'll see y'all in another video. Bye.